Yo, what is up, Stud Muffin Nation? Welcome back, and today we got a lot of stories out of our hand. We got angry wrestlers going at Activision. We got some Modern Warfare Battle Royale news, some PS2 news, some Xbox news, some Final Fantasy VII news, Valorant. We just got a lot of stories, and I just want to get right into it. And our first story actually comes from PlayStation 2, and guys, this is gonna let me take you guys back to 1999 when homies were taking pictures. Absolutely crazy. Like, you take a look back and you take a look now, homies are definitely taking 4K pictures with their cell phones. But back 20 years ago, it's kind of crazy that how fast we advance in these last 20 years. Smash that like button, and as always, here I do all the gaming news. If you're into that, then definitely subscribe. But on this day 20 years ago, the first gamers, early purchasers, got to take home this absolute magnificent of a console. And admittedly, PS2 was my first console. Let me know what was your first console. Could be like Game Boy, or you know, the cassettes where you would have to blow air into it because it wouldn't work when you wouldn't blow air into it. But PS2 was admittedly my first console, and I'm glad that my father bought me PS2 instead of an Xbox, right? Not trying to take shots at the Xbox, guys, because we actually have some really good news about the Xbox. The controller is an extra cherry, you know, it's a cherry on top. It's not really like the 8th wonder or anything like that, but it do be looking kinda good though. I'm biased, man. I'm a Sony pony, so you guys can kind of take shots at me in the comments below. But listen, what Xbox just did is absolutely insane, because Charlie was like, will it work with the new console coming? And then Xbox was like, absolutely, all Xbox One controllers will. And man, by the looks of it, Xbox trying to take the throne back because Sony is quiet, and I am patient. It's not like that I want Sony to come out tomorrow and reveal the PS5, but I kind of want them to come out tomorrow and reveal the PS5. But listen, the thing is that like Xbox is making moves and Sony is quiet, and a ton of people are sus, and I understand why you're sus if you are, because they're not even telling us. And honestly, if you ask me, there could only be two situations. Either Sony is killing it and they know that they're gonna have 1 billion teraflops in PS5 and they're just getting ready to reveal it and they're trying to time it, or they got like 0 teraflops. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but the point is that either they're killing it, that's why they're waiting, or they're not killing it whatsoever, and that's why they're trying to push the reveal as back as they possibly can so they don't get the community backlash. But I still got faith in Sony, right? And on the other hand though, we got some really good news regarding the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It apparently has went gold, and you know, recently we had the demo. A ton of people are liking it. I still haven't had time to play it. I'm gonna try to play it, but it was supposed to come out yesterday on March 3, but obviously it ended up getting delayed till April 10th. But now it's not gonna get any further delay because the game has been gone gold. And also in the news, and this tells you that the Rona situation is kind of effed up, because you know what, like, I'm not sure for how long you have been subscribed, but recently I said that I can see the cinema halls getting banned, but I did not anticipate it getting banned this early. Obviously, not all the cinema halls are banned, but we're hearing that the new James Bond movie got delayed till November of 2020. And bro, I recently watched all the James Bond movie. I was trying to chase in the dragon. I was like, yo, when this movie's gonna come out? I was looking forward to the movie, and not only that, it got like 1 month, 2 months, but it got delayed till November of 2020. That's a yikes, and that tells you that the Rona situation, pretty serious. Obviously, I cannot say certain words. On the flip side, we're also hearing news regarding the Valorant beta. And listen, she is the ex-Call of Duty PR, and she left Call of Duty for Riot Games, which is kind of sus, right? And she's like, hello creators, pros, Valorant friends, I'm loving all your kind notes about your interest in the game. That said, we're not announcing anything related to beta yet. When we do, you'll know. I'm trying to get onto every message, but we're trying to get your hands on the game ASAP, and the game is meant to come out in summer of 2020. And admittedly, I'm not super like keen or excited about this game. I know a lot of people are, and you know what, like, just take it away, you know, just go at me in the comments below, just take shots at your boy. But the thing is that, you know, graphics and literally everything can just go pound sand, you know, just gonna throw them out of the window if this game is fun to play. Because if this game is fun to play, then nothing matters. And the game is honestly coming out in a really good time period, because summer of 2020. I don't think we're gonna have any big release aside from The Last of Us 2, but that's gonna be coming out in May if it doesn't get delayed. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed, but you know what I mean, right? In summer of 2020, we're only probably gonna have this game that's gonna be a bigger title that's not only free to play but an FPS game. And you know what, there are rumors that we're gonna have the beta with it. She is the PR, so she says that they're not ready to announce the beta yet, which means that there will be beta at some point, maybe in a month's time from now, 2 months time, I'm not sure, but there will be a beta. Also in the news, guys, and I'm not sure for how long you stud muffins have been subscribed, but last year Booker T was pretty angry, and right now, like, this has gained more traction because Booker T is not letting it go. And basically, in a nutshell, this is the specialist character that we have in Black Ops 4, and this is his GI Bro persona. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not trying to get sued out here, man. But the thing is that this is his persona, and he was like, hey, well, the specialist character is way too similar, and I absolutely see similarities. And you know what, he's trying to go after the bag, he's trying to secure the bag. So from my end, hey, go Booker T, go, because Activision, not only that they got free money, they got time, they got lawyers. And check this out, like, this is what Activision is doing. Activision requesting to dismiss or transfer the case. Activision is rolling. They're like, hey, just dismiss the case because we don't think this valuable case. I mean, anybody would do that. But what we're hearing is that these people are gonna be taking over, and if these people are strong and they can present the case in a strong manner, I think that Booker T is gonna make free money like no tomorrow, guys, because this is what it says. There is no word yet on when the court case will continue, but Booker will be represented by attorneys Mika Dorch and Chris Lindstrom. I'm not trying to butcher their name, and if I did, I apologize. I don't want to mess around with these liars of the Potts Law Firm and Patrick Zumo with the law offices of Patrick Zumo. And admittedly, this case happened last year, and here it says the lawsuit in question was filed last February with Booker contesting that Call of Duty Black Ops. It was actually Black Ops 4, but they ate the number 4. And I mean, this has been ongoing for 1 year at this point. And man, listen, these court things, like, I'm not gonna be surprised like 2030 rolls around if the Rona situation is handled. Hopefully the mankind can see 2030. But if 2030 rolls around, like, I'm not gonna be surprised if Booker T is still angry and he's still trying to fight the case, because Activision, they got money, man. They got time for days, so they're probably gonna be dragging this case for a long time. Also, on the other hand, we got news regarding Modern Warfare Battle Royale Warzone. There are like 3-4 additional stories about it. First of all, this is what the Gaming Revolution said, and I mean, the Gaming Revolution, this is the man. His main Twitter was sent to Twitter Heaven by Activision, so he's spitting gospel, guys, and he says that Warzone player rank is unified with your rank in Modern Warfare, and he says that is dumb, as if there's no unique ranking system for Warzone, especially when there's a level cap and you get reset every season, and if you deposit plunder you get XP. What's the point? And honestly, this doesn't really affect me personally, because I really don't care about the ranking system in Call of Duty nowadays, because hey, being like a level 150 doesn't mean that you're gonna be good in bed, right? Like, I just play it whenever I feel like playing, but I definitely see the point where, like, if you have more incentive, that makes the experience more enjoyable. And I absolutely feel like that they should not unify this, because they unified not only the survival rank but the whole Spec Ops rank with Modern Warfare multiplayer, and we know that turned out to be a disaster. And obviously we got like what, like 200 some days till Xbox gets survival, so you know, that's a meme in itself. But the thing is that survival and the whole Spec Ops, they dropped the ball on it. And I wish that Spec Ops was like Modern Warfare 2 and 3, because Modern Warfare 3 days, I'm telling you, survival was and still is a gem. But in this game, not only that the difficulty is tighter than a mofo, but even if you grind out survival, you're not even gonna get XP. And if you don't get XP for multiplayer, there's not necessarily a point in playing. I wish that they would separate these ranks, right? Like, if you rank up in survival, you keep your rank only in survival, and they gotta make it fun to play. That's kind of like the main thing, right? But the Gaming Revolution did say that Modern Warfare Warzone was supposed to come out with Season 2, but the reason they delayed it is because people and YouTubers who were flown out, they did not like it. And I mean, I don't know, man, this kind of sounds similar to what happened with Modern Warfare, where like, I'm not sure if you have heard this or not, but I know for the fact that Drifter and the bigger YouTubers were saying that Anaya Palace and the 10v10 on it was pretty much a ghost town. You wouldn't find anybody, and I know that people got sus and people were triggered, and they were kind of mad at Drifter and all these YouTubers for saying that, because everyone was like, hey, let us play, man. And you know what, that was a good point, but the thing was that the game came out and people tried Anaya Palace on the 10v10 and pretty much everybody hated it, and now we're hearing that YouTubers didn't like it, and that's why they're trying to readjust Battle Royale Warzone. So that's not necessarily a bad news, because obviously they took feedback and they're working on it, and that's why it got delayed. But we're still hearing that it's gonna be coming out on March 10th, and even DrDisrespect was caught actually talking about Modern Warfare Battle Royale, but he was talking in riddle, because when Crafty was like, hey, the wingsuit though, when are you gonna bring up the wingsuit again like you did for Black Ops 4 last year? And he replied by saying, and I quote, I might bust it out next week. And he said that 2 times. Just don't forget this conversation, gentlemen. Next week you're going to see the wingsuit. So I mean, take that as a rumor, because that could literally mean anything, but to me, it definitely sounds like that he's teasing Modern Warfare Battle Royale, and I mean, it is supposed to come out next week, but knowing Activision, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed. And also, FaZe Agni, he's another bigger YouTuber and a streamer, and he says that he has spoken with other people behind the scenes, and they are saying that it's gonna be dropping next week on March 10th. I mean, I personally believe it, but at the same time, knowing the fact that we didn't get like any official confirmation, I really do not know. But knowing Activision, man, I'll believe it when I see it. But that is pretty much everything we know about Modern Warfare Battle Royale Warzone. These are all the stories. Let me know your thoughts below. Like and subscribe. Check out a video on the screen, and I will see you in the next one. Stud Muffin out.